Hey guys, welcome to this new video. In today's video, I'm with my buddy Vin and we're gonna discuss about digital nomad in Vietnam in 2022 and beyond. So because of this global pandemic, many digital nomads couldn't travel in Asia. Now Vietnam is finally fully open. You can come here, you can enjoy again all the travel experience and work as a digital nomad in Vietnam. So we're gonna give you some information about that. Vin, you've been digital nomad in Asia. Where have you been going so far?
So I started my digital nomad journey about 5 years ago in Chiang Mai, Thailand, and then I moved to Da Nang in 2018 for 1 year. And then since 2019, I've been based in Saigon or Ho Chi Minh City.
So why digital nomad in Vietnam? Like what's the best things you can have here?
I think the top three is it's very, very affordable. So you can get an apartment, you can get a lot of cheap eats, a lot of the food. So very, very cheap. My budget is about 1,000 to 1,500 a month. And then as well as housing, that would be second. You can find a nice apartment for about 500, 600 US dollars. And then third is the community. There's a nomad community here and you can network with like-minded people.
Okay, good. So let's say I'm a digital nomad. I want to come here to explore Vietnam for a couple of weeks. Right now you can come to Vietnam with a 1 month visa and you can do some visa run to renew it. I would say I would start by Ho Chi Minh City, staying here maybe 1 or 2 weeks, maybe going to Da Nang to enjoy the beach and then heading up to Hanoi. What's the itinerary you would take?
Yeah, I would do something similar. If you're first time to Vietnam, I think Saigon, Ho Chi Minh City is the place to be just because it's very international, it's easy, and most foreigners reside here. And then from there, after you have a few months or you spend some time in Vietnam, a lot of people go to Nha Trang or Da Nang for periods of time. Da Nang and Nha Trang are, of course, definitely smaller, slower pace, less kind of opportunities, but it's very popular to go to those cities. And then Hanoi, as a digital nomad, there obviously are some, but I think mostly you get tourists or long-term expats up there.
So we are here actually right now in the heart of Ho Chi Minh City. We see here the new metro line that's gonna come exactly here. In Saigon, where would you recommend them to live as a digital nomad?
Yeah, so if you're coming as a digital nomad, most people, I think, go to District 2, which is the expat community. So if you want the foreign restaurants, the familiarity of spaghetti, burgers, and Starbucks coffee, I think D2 or District 2 is a good place to go. Some people also say District 3 is more local, but yet you're near District 1, so you have the access to District 1. But honestly, I think between District 1, District 2, District 3 are good places to start.
I would also recommend you to pay a visit to Bintan. So it's a district between District 1 and District 2. And I feel it's a pretty good district to be living because you have the good mix between the expats and foreigner life, as well as something that you can also find some little gem if you want to explore Vietnamese cuisine, small coffee shops, etc. About coffee shop, like how is the working culture and is it easy to work in Vietnam as a digital nomad?
Yeah, that's one of the big draws and attractions is that Vietnam has a very robust local coffee culture. So every block you'll go, you'll find a local coffee shop for very, very cheap. So a lot of people choose to go to a coffee shop or to go and work at a co-working space. So that's very popular too. If you are here more long-term and you want to get more serious work done, that's something as an option.
So yeah, if you come here, so you can basically work in coffee shops. You're gonna pay like what, 50K, maybe 70K for the more premium coffee shops. You can have good seating, you have a good Wi-Fi, good connection, or you have the option of going to a co-working space in Ho Chi Minh City, and then actually in all Vietnam, you have few brands. You have The Hive, Tong, Circo, or Dreamplex that are the most common co-working space that you can find here. You have plenty of locations in D1, in District 2, and in other districts that are more local. In Saigon, what's the range we can expect between flexible desks and a dedicated desk for those co-working space?
Yeah, I think if you sign up for a dedicated space, it might cost from, on the low end, $50 to 100 or 150 US for a more sophisticated co-working space that's modern, that's new. So I would say 50 to 100 US per month for that co-working space.
But again, just come here and explore the coffee culture first, because you have plenty of choice, you have plenty of amazing small coffee shops. So if you are like us, who like to work outdoor, you want to change from one environment to another one, the coffee culture is already pretty wild, so you can explore this first and then see if a co-working space is more suitable for you. Vin, what about now what you can expect in 2022 in Vietnam? So the country just reopened. Is there a lot of tourists yet? Do you think it's the right time for digital nomads to come, for the nightlife, for the activities, for dating as well? What's your thought about that?
Yeah, I think we're post-COVID, and I would say we're about a good 80% back to normal. So if you're looking for activities, it's getting there. So the nightlife is coming back, the dating life, etc. So definitely now is a good time to come to Vietnam and to experience some of that activity.
Actually, the nightlife and the activities you can have here, for me, is one of the best places in all Asia. You have a few spots in Asia, but in Ho Chi Minh City, I feel that you have the best of both, right? You can have a very dynamic working life during the day, but during the night, during the weekend, it's also very good. You can really entertain yourself a lot, and we relate this to the cost of living, because everything's going to be super cheap. You can really either start your journey as a digital nomad, or if you are already traveling around, it's a very easy place to come here, to settle here very easily, with a lot of things to do beside your work.
Yeah, I think that's one of the main reasons a lot of digital nomads come here, especially in your 20s or 30s and early 40s. If you're looking to date, I think that's a big draw. Lots of foreigners come here, they work online, and then the dating, the nightlife is really superb in Saigon, Ho Chi Minh City. So that's probably one of the big pluses.
Okay, what about the activities you can do outside of Saigon? Let's say someone is based here but want to travel a little bit around. What's the option they have? They want to go to the beach, if they want to go to some mountain area, or be like in the middle of rural areas to explore Vietnamese life, what they can do?
Yes, there's so many opportunities and things to choose from in Vietnam. So if you want to take a weekend trip or a week trip to the mountains, the beach, you have all of that. A short bus ride, a short train ride, a short flight away. So for example, Nha Trang is a beach destination, so as Da Nang, and then even if you want to go to Hanoi or Sapa and get more of the kind of traditional culture, you can get that experience too.
Yeah, so around Saigon, you have Dalat, that is a mountain area. You mentioned earlier Nha Trang, Vung Tau for more beach experience. You are also very next to the Mekong Delta. So you have plenty of spots around to explore around Ho Chi Minh City if you want to be based here. And then if you are taking your journey traveling Vietnam from the south to the north, every time you can have, very good local experiences. All of the three main spots that we mentioned earlier. So if you are, for instance, in Da Nang, you have some a very nice park to visit. If you are going more in the north, in Hanoi, you have Sapa, Ha Long Bay that you can also visit. So Vietnam, from the whole country, the south to the north, you will have a lot of things to visit beside your working time you have to spend as a digital nomad.
Yeah, the other thing that is very attractive is the cost, right? It's very, very affordable. You can get a flight for $25 US, $50 US. You can take a train ride for maybe $15 US, a bus ride for $8 or $10, and then the hotel is very affordable too. We're talking maybe $15, $18, $25 US a night, compared to in the West, North America, you could be paid $80, $100, $150 easily per night for a hotel.
Vin, what about the things to explore as a digital nomad in terms of opportunities? Let's say, is there any events going on right now, right after this pandemic, and things that you can go to, I don't know, networking, meetups, and things also to learn and to start a career or a remote business as a digital nomad?
Yeah, there are a few different organizations and different meetups you can join. So the best thing is to look on Facebook, and I think maybe once or twice a month there are digital nomad or online business events going on. So it mostly is a dinner or a meetup at some bar, and that's where you can network and things like that.
You have also all the different co-working space that we mentioned earlier. You should check on Facebook what's the event they are offering. And I see every week they have like new events related to tech, related to digital, related to SEO. I know there is a big event in beginning of July about the digital marketing meetup in Ho Chi Minh City. So things are getting back to normal, to the pre-pandemic. So it's again the right time to come here to explore all the business opportunities. And if you were bouncing around in all Asia, you can finally put Vietnam in your list and really take it as a place to bounce around. There are still some downsides still right now in terms of the visa. What's the situation right now for digital nomad?
Yeah, unfortunately the visa is still limited. So most foreigners can only get a 30-day visa one time. And so it's kind of restricting in that manner. Whereas before you could get 2 or 3 months and then keep renewing. So people would stay here 6 months, a year, 2 years on a tourist visa. But now they've cracked down on it. So it's a little bit more strict.
So everything has been regulated. You can still do some border runs. So you can still leave the country. You can stay a couple of days in Cambodia, in Thailand, for instance, in Malaysia, and then come back. So you can still put Vietnam on your list as a place to bounce around. You come here for 1 month, you leave the country, and then you can come back right after or a couple of months after and still be a digital nomad here. I would say, what about the language barrier we can still have here as someone who is not speaking Vietnamese, for instance, just freshly arrived? Is it easy to make friends with some locals or just explore easily the country?
Yeah, I think the language barrier can be an issue, especially if you're looking to date local women or to get to a network with local people. Most people, young people, they can speak basic English to get by. But if you're a native English speaker, most likely you'll congregate with other foreigners and expats just because it's so natural to make friends there. But in general, I think you can get by even though there is a language barrier in terms of like getting food every day or just basic expressions, or you want to choose this dish. So for the most part, there might be some issues where it's inconvenient, but most people can get by.
Yeah, I agree with you, Vin. If you are living in the most big cities in Saigon, you will find people in the restaurant that can speak a little bit of English. And of course, if you are taking trips outside of the major city, it can be difficult sometimes. But you know how Vietnamese are, they are pretty open, maybe shy on the first impression, but they will always try to be helpful and to help you if you are coming, as a client in hotel, in restaurants, in coffee place. They will always welcome you, and you will find ways to communicate with them. Any last word for the digital nomad looking at us?
I think Saigon is a great place. I know Chiang Mai is a place where a lot of people start. I would say Saigon, to sum it up, here is on a higher level. You've got more experienced digital nomads, foreign expats building companies. They've got teams, they're in SaaS, they're in e-commerce and other types of tech. So they're on a higher level. So if you want to join those types of people, Saigon is the place to go.
Yeah, Saigon, Chiang Mai, Bangkok, probably the 3 major cities and hubs for digital nomad. Either you are starting your journey, or whether you are coming here, you want to set up a team, you want to start to build something more serious, scale your company, right?
Right.
That's 3 cities you would invite people to check.
Yeah, I think if you're a digital nomad newbie, start off in Chiang Mai. Just 6 months is enough there. And then Bangkok and Saigon are the bigger cities. People also go to Bali. That's more of a lifestyle digital nomad. But any of those places, you'll definitely find a community.
Okay, thanks Vin for all those updates about how is life right now in Vietnam. I hope you guys got some tips, some hints from 2 people living here for a couple of time now. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did it, leave a thumbs up. See you in the next video. Thank you.
See you next time.
Bye bye.